Here's 5 pellet guns. 2 of them are pre-charged pneumatics. 2 of them are brake barrels, and 1 is a multi-pump. And I'll tell you a little bit about each one. And then, think about it, if you were going to go, maybe like in a survival situation, or backwoods hiking and stuff, which one you might want to take, maybe to get yourself some food. Start with this one back over here. That's called the Talon P, and that's a pistol. I have a sound moderator on the end, and that one is a 25 caliber. The next one is called the Hot Sun Flash Pump. PUP, flash pump. I think I said pump. And both of those are pre-charged pneumatic air guns. And what that means is they have compressed air to use to make the pellet go. And internally, right in here, is the cylinder for the air for the flash pump. On the back of the gun, covered in the white back there, is the air bottle for the Talon P. All right. Now coming down here is the Gamma Swarm Magnum, and this has a nitrogen piston in here. So, and when this breaks, it's a brake barrel, so this has to bend forward. And this one's also a brake barrel. And then that cocks the piston, and then the piston goes forward, forcing the projectile out. And these pistons are similar to the struts on a car, like when you open the hood or the trunk, and then those pistons that hold open the hood or the trunk until then you push them down. All right. So these two are brake barrels, have similar energy, and this one here is a multiple pump. And you can pump this from 3 to 10 times. Depends how many times you want to pump it. And it depends on how much energy it'll have. And I do have a mount for a scope that I bought for that, but I don't like to use the scope on that one. I like the open sights. I prefer open sights most of the time anyway. But I put them on these guns because a lot of them are made to have scopes. So, a little bit more about these. The Talon P has at least 50 foot-pounds of energy. Depends, like maximum energy. Mine has more than that. Mine's got around 55 or so. And that's a single shot. And then the Hot Sun Flash Pup has a magazine. And I can't remember how many is in it. I think maybe 10 or something like that. But I have 2 magazines for it. Down here, the Gamma Swarm Magnum has a 10-shot magazine. And then the Crosman Valiant is a single shot. The Crosman Model 1322 multiple pump is a single shot. And all 3 of these are 22 caliber, and the Hot Sun Flash Pup is 22 caliber. The only one that's 25 caliber is the Talon P. So the energy over here for the 1322 has, with 10 pumps, is an average of about 420 to 440 feet per second, which is about 5.5 to 6 foot-pounds of energy. And they say, oh, that's not very much, But it takes about 4.5 foot-pounds of energy estimated for squirrel hunting, 4 for cottontail, 2 to 3 for frog, and 3 for pigeon. So it's got plenty of energy to put some food on the table, at a short distance, maybe 10 yards or something. So I know it works. There's a lot of people who hunt with them. Now the Valiant right here, it's advertised to have 29 foot-pounds of energy, and I don't know where they came up with that. I know they use the Crossman pointed pellets, but this one has about 23 foot-pounds of energy, and it's very accurate. The Gamma Swarm Magnum is advertised at 26.6 foot-pounds of energy, and this one gets about 29.5 foot-pounds of energy with certain pellets. The Hot Sun Flash Pup, that's advertised at 38 foot-pounds of energy. And again, the Talon P is advertised at 50, but mine gets about 55. Okay? So, the thing about taking something into the backcountry is you got to think about the weight and convenience and what kind of use you're going to use for it. I can put a sling on any of these. So even though I don't have a sling right now, it doesn't matter. It's easy to put one on. But see which one you think you would pick. The Valiant and the Gamma Swarm Magnum and the Hot Sun Flash Pup all have built-in sound suppression. The Talon P, I added sound suppression, and it's not necessary on the 1322. It's real quiet. As far as cost goes, the most expensive is the Talon P, followed by the Gamma Swarm Magnum and the Hot Sun Flash Pup, then the Crossman Valiant, and then the most inexpensive is the Crossman 1322. The Talon P, the Hot Sun Flash Pup, and the Crossman 1322 are the lightest ones and the most comfortable for me to pack around. All depends on how far I'm going to go back in the backcountry. If it was a long trip, I would probably take the 1322. Next, I would take the Talon P, and then maybe the Valiant right here. And that's just because of accuracy. I don't need a lot of shots. Usually when I'm hunting, if I shoot a shot and I miss, I don't get a second chance. Not very often. But see which one you like. Talon P, Hot Sun Flash Pup, 1322, Gamma Swarm Magnum, or Crossman Valiant. So, between the two PCPs, if it was just those two, I would pick the Talon P. It has a Foster Quick disconnect valve on it. The Hot Sun Flash Pup, it requires the adapter, and I don't always have good luck with that. If it was between these two rifles, I would pick the Valiant. And then the pistol by itself over there is my choice between all of these for a long backwoods adventure. I don't have to fill it up with anything. I can cock it up, shoot something at close range, and put food on the plate.